I got something to take from you if you don't pay attention. Alright, we're starting class now, so put away your candy. We just played a game where you gotta put your candy blindfolded. Some of you didn't listen, so you were out the game, and that's probably upsetting, is it not? Are you mad? You didn't get candy? You want candy? What about you, Noah? Yeah, right? So yeah, I mean that's what we have to do when you follow rules. So how do you guys feel when you were blindfolded?
Sexually abused.
Truthful language, please, yeah.
I felt good.
You felt good?
Yeah.
What?
I feel like I was about to die because it was keeping pushing me.
Yeah.
Sister trampled me.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
you
almost
were
fell.
all
It was an accident.
blindfolded.
I'm so sorry.
How did you
fell.
feel that you got the candy?
I
Because you're
almost
eating it, right?
Wait, what? It's good.
I feel like I'll be in the dentist pretty soon.
True. Okay.
Ah.
So, comparing yourself to the ones who didn't get the candy, or the ones who didn't get trampled over, or the ones who actually just went through it like my wall and didn't bump into anybody.
I bumped into a lot of flash.
Wouldn't you wish you were that person who didn't bump into anyone? You got all the candy you could get?
Yeah.
Because you got ran over.
I got touched.
You got ran over.
I got ran over. I fell on the ground.
Benaya his hand got messed with and his hand hurts.
If anyone got hurt more, I think it's Ariane.
But my eye got poked.
Ariel was just walking back and forth with no candy in his hand.
Yes, I brought one candy.
No, I see that because you probably got pushed over. You were
I
ready
fell on
to
the
push
ground.
over. Anyway, sometimes some people have it better than others, right? So my class is on comparing yourself.
Someone was on the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys questions and you guys will answer. In school, everyone compares themselves to others. I'm not saying you, but other people, right? Like what kind of things you guys hear?
But
A lot of the popular kids and
They compare like this popular kids and they compare this, okay? Yeah?
money people have.
Huh? Money?
Yeah.
People have money?
Yeah, they be brilliant.
The athletes that are really good.
You feel terrible.
Yeah.
Look fat.
Okay, so if they don't do it themselves, then someone else points it out. Like, don't you wish you were like her? Don't you wish you had her, her clothes? Or don't you wish you had his shoes? Does anybody do that to you guys?
Shoes. No, yeah,
my hair.
Your hair?
Yes.
Okay. So these people in the world do that all the time, even grown-ups. They compare themselves to someone else, or I compare myself to someone, or someone does it for me. Like, damn, she watched it. Don't you wish you were, you were like her, and you had that stuff, and you did this? So the reason why I'm teaching this class is because I taught a class a long time ago about how we gotta be happy with who we are and what we have. Not like come as you are, but more like we have to be content with what the Most High give us and not complain. We already talked about appearance and not complaining about how you look because you're made like that and you can't change your height or your hair, right? This is not about comparing yourself physically. Well, they're going to do that too. So let's go, you guys got Bibles today? Let's go to Philippians 4 and 10. Someone can read it loud for me. If you get it, raise your hand.
Is that in the New Testament or Old?
Philippians is in the New.
What?
Philippians 4 and 10.
Con.
It's towards the end. Let's see. Anybody got it? Naomi, you got it? Read it. 4 and 10 and through 13. So read the first one.
But I rejoice in the Lord greatly that now at last your care be hath flourished again, wherein ye were also careful, but ye lacked opportunity.
Keep reading.
Not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith be content.
So this is Paul. It's Paul, right? He's talking here about how the Lord takes care of him all the time. This 11th verse, it says that he's not speaking on things that he wants because he learned that whatever state he's in, he's happy. So if right now you don't got the brand new Converse, or I don't know what, I didn't say Converse because I don't know what shoes you guys wear. She likes Converse. Right, Timberlands, that's a good example. If you don't got the real, true, legit Timberlands this time, then you gotta be content with the fake ones until you can get money and get to the real ones.
AirPods. I don't even wear
AirPods. So you're about to get some fake AirPods, but piercings. So you don't get to have the real one. iPhone. You don't have the iPhone you want. Or is that Naomi? What is it that you want, Matanaya, that you don't have?
The baby iPhone.
Just like material things. All I want is
Gold pass.
Bag.
And you want you what?
A new Michael Kors bag.
Yeah, she needs a new Michael Kors bag. What?
I want.
You gotta know what you're gonna say when you raise your hand, okay?
I want a iPhone.
You want an iPhone.
X.
How old are you?
8.
8. Jesus.
iPhone X.
iPhone X.
Why you got her first?
Note that.
I actually have the iPhone.
You have an iPhone? Wow.
No.
What do you want?
A gold pass.
He wants a gold pass.
To play Minecraft.
Okay, but the stuff that you guys have, that don't have, you gotta be happy with what you have now, because Matanaya can just not have a purse. You just put everything in the bag, in a plastic bag. But she has a nice purse, right? Is your purse nice? It's a nice purse. It's a Michael Kors, right? Isn't it?
Well, I have a Coach one today.
It's a Coach. I'm sorry. It's a Coach one today. You guys have phones, right? What kind of phone you got?
6.
Samsung.
Android.
You have an Android.
Android.
Okay, that's really sad, but it's still a phone. You know?
Android.
You have boots that look legit if you don't know Timberlands. You know, you're gonna get AirPods eventually. I don't know what do you want?
I have an Android.
I want a real freaking nose
So
piercing.
you
You want a real nose too? You get it in a few years.
I have an
But what do you want? You want an Apple Watch. Those are actually gonna go on sale in a few years because nobody's gonna wear them anymore, and you're gonna get one. Nope, not here. So what do I want? I want.
I have an
Close.
Android.
No, I have clothes.
I got an iPhone.
I don't think I'm not
I
really
got
a material person.
You do one with
Oh, actually, I want a new bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my bed is up because he ate it.
I want your bed.
Okay, so now he's saying I'm gonna be content with whatever state I'm in. That's not just materialistic, but more like if you don't have enough money and your mom cannot buy you the boots and the phone. If you don't have money to eat out every day, I would love to eat out every day. I like eating in restaurants, nice restaurants. If you don't have the time to take 200 classes of every single hobby you ever thought of, that kind of stuff. So saying whatsoever state I'm in, therewith to be content. Read number 12, verse 12, Naomi.
I know both how to be a base.
Who knows what is a base? Anybody? An idea?
Not me.
Sisters, anybody know what a base is?
Like very low.
Okay. So I know how to be in a very low state. Keep going. And
And I know how to abound.
so what do you guys think abound means? The opposite, right? Like high. Okay. So keep going.
Everywhere and in all things I am instructed to both be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need.
Okay, so he's saying that I've learned to be completely full. I've ate enough, and to also I know how to be hungry. I know how to have everything and how to have nothing. You guys don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I know what that means.
You see? See, Philippians is a really good book because he speaks so clear. Like, what he says is so realistic. It's like down to earth. You understand everything he says. If you actually read what he writes, everything he writes is so clear. Okay, so the last verse.
I can do all through Christ, which strengthens.
Who's heard the scripture before? Everybody, right? What do we use the scripture for?
If I don't want to do chores, I'd be like, I can't, and Dad would be like, you can do all Christ, all things through Christ.
On a more lower base, yeah. What about things that are really hard that you don't think you can do?
Test.
Persuade your mom for a gold pass.
Chess, practical pass. Things that are hard. Passing science.
Passing my
passing
grades.
exams. Yeah, passing exams. Benaya?
Passing grades.
Having to hang the asteroid belt in his place.
Right, right. Your projects. Things that are hard, yeah.
Trying to pass the grade.
Yes, I said grades.
Trying to, trying to not be bad or something.
Try not to be bad. Yeah, you can do all things. You can be good. Okay? Alright, so I know everybody's happy because they got candy, and I know you're happy for some other things, but candy always makes you happy. But some of you didn't get candy, and some of you are not that happy. Don't give Noah any more candy, please. I don't want to get in trouble. So it may not be fair, right, that he didn't get any candy. Doesn't it seem unfair a little bit that I don't want you guys to give him any?
Yes.
Well, no, because he didn't follow the rules.
But it seems unfair because I should be nice enough to give it to him, right?
I mean,
Well, because you should have.
that's not you.
Wait,
That's something.
Well, think of it, cause like, what if like, yes, minus their age, but like, what if it was one of us, like, and we didn't follow the rules, he wouldn't get some candy because we didn't follow the rules.
So we're doing the same
I'd be
thing.
booty hurt.
See, I'm treating everybody the same way. I didn't treat no one special. Nobody. I knew the two of them were gonna fall out first because they're little, but I'm gonna treat them the same because they're smart. He wasn't paying attention. No, I paid attention. He wasn't paying attention. Now see how I'm comparing? Is that bad?
Oh.
You guys don't like it.
I like it.
You like it? That's good. No one likes it. Okay, so it's very unfair when you compare yourself to what people have and don't have. There are times when we find ourselves comparing to what other people have. You may say you don't, but if someone's dad has the BMW and your dad drives this like my car, would you be like, hey, it's really cool that he drives that car and I get to ride in it? Anybody thought that? No? You don't care what your parents drive?
Oh, heck yeah, I care. I gotta go up to
No.
school.
Yeah. Who gets, yeah.
Kazak let me drive his car and I felt that way.
Say what?
Kazak let me, the old Beamer that he had, he let me drive it and I felt that way.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
do me all the time.
I was like, ooh, guys.
This is what I feel good.
Start throwing off the leather.
Right, you got the music, you know, you got the windows down, the sunroof. Yeah. Anybody else about anything else?
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually like going where Dad goes, but
Mhm.
man.
Yeah, I know this works. What else? Anybody else?
Well, ask the question again, please. Yeah.
I said, if you ever find yourself comparing yourself to all what other people have, it could be anything.
I do sometimes.
Like what?
So like I look at the girls like Shariah, Shia, Yano, not too much Naomi. But the only reason why is because their bodies are so sculpted, and literally I wish I wish my body could look like that. Like they don't have the fat that I have, and you know what I'm saying? Like their bodies look so good. You know, and I wish my body looked like that. Sure.
Okay. What about you?
The same thing. I do look at some sisters and I'm like, dang, they're little, or I used to be that size, but I still like my size, but not so much. I wish I could slim down a little bit more. So I do compare sizes sometimes.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really stupid, but sometimes, okay, some girls look really pretty with braces, right? And I wish my tits were jacked up like this.
Shouldn't you have braces? I know, I've heard that one. What about the boys? You compare yourself to anything?
I do.
Hold on, give me a second. Anybody who has something that you want? What?
Everybody got that.
Besides the gold pass.
Yeah.
What is the goal?
But Naya, let's hear from you.
I
I
say yeah.
compare myself to my brother sometimes because when we play the game, he's like so much better than me.
He's better than
I
you.
felt that
Yeah, well, that's a lot of experience. I gotta tell you that much. He puts a lot of time into that.
Oh, I know.
I gotta
People
know.
have more money. Okay, so you would like to have more money? Okay. For what? For what area?
So I can get stuff just like other people do. So I
The
can,
milk sugar.
I can get stuff just
You
like
can get more stuff. Okay. Yeah.
So you know what I would like that Naomi does have?
Yeah.
Her hair.
Everybody wants their hair.
I wish I had that hair.
Everybody wants their hair.
Yeah, the hair's banging.
Manatazak, what's up?
every time when I
thick skin.
She
Some
does.
part of one part of like her body
That
that
her height.
will cut her. Okay, anyway.
Oh, and okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, and maybe like her slim stomach. Yeah. I would
Okay.
do that.
Noah, what you got?
I wish I wanted a different dog.
You wish you had a different dog.
Yes. Why you
I wish I had it not last long. All right, let's move forward with this. The reason we do this is because we desire what someone else have.
What? Why?
Where's the dog?
Stop her.
Where's the dog?
It's not in here. It's in the car. Put your skirt down.
Okay, we have someone to talk. With his physical appearance, she's gonna get it. Possessions, personality. So what about personality? Anybody wish you were like someone,
I wish I was more like Shrek.
like personality wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish it was more like you because you have like, I don't know, sometimes to out the worldly people you have like no soul and that'd be nice.
Oh, like I don't be like didn't affect me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I don't like my dad because he can talk to people without having to feel hearing. I think really have a job that's going to be.
It's like,
Like be more outgoing.
More confidence.
What about you, Naomi?
I wish I was more like my mom.
Your mom? Your mom is cool.
She's hardcore.
She is.
What? Who you wish you were like?
I wish I was like my dad.
Your dad? What about you?
I would wish if I was my cousin, if I was my cousins.
It's so funny his teeth. What about you? I just can't get over it. Ma, hola, you wish like someone? Personality wise? Or you fine with just how you are?
No, I
You
like
good?
myself. I'm scared.
He's very confident. What's that?
Boy,
You like the way you are, personality wise? Is someone you like something about them to be like? Guys. Me, I wish I had a little more of what Shara has because she's very like, kind of like pop. I'm not pop. Like I'm legit. Like I stick to the same thing. I eat the same thing at the same restaurant every time. It's like that's me. Shara's more like shiny dress that like just looks like a gift wrap. That's her. Yeah, I'm totally not that. I'm straight to the point. I don't know how I'm funny. I think you guys think I'm funny because I'm sarcastic, but
You're funny.
I'm funny, I guess. Okay, so nobody ever wins in the comparing game. You'll never win, never. You want to be like her. You're like, what are you talking about? I want to be like her. Like you want to be like her. It's like that. In fact, sometimes people chase after something that's temporary and unfilling, like the mature thing. So like she wants a Michael Kors. After she gets there, she'll be like, I want the what's the I don't know brands. She wants a new Michael Kors, but she already had one from last year. Oh, you want Gucci? Or like you have the iPhone, like everybody has the iPhone 6 and we're like, oh my god, iPhone 6. Then the 8 came out, you're like, that's got a 6. What?
It's like people not like they're like, oh, I wish it was hot, but when it's hot, they wish it
It
was
was
cold.
cold. Yeah, so you're never going to win in this. In the game we just played, you played to win candy. But once you had the candy, it only brought can't say that word, momentary satisfaction. It doesn't last forever because you're enjoying the candy now, then you're going to eat it in about 30 minutes and it's going to be gone. No more candy because there is no, I know in my house we don't buy candy. When it's vegan. Those who didn't get candy, which are the two little ones, are going to feel bummed because they don't have what you got. This is very small. Most of those feelings lead to unfulfillment and desire for something you can't obtain. Now you're going to want candy after the candy's gone because it was so good. You're going to want, next week, you're going to be like, can we get candy? Can we get candy? Can we get candy? Because remember the chicken nuggets? People wanted chicken nuggets for a long time after that.
Right after class.
Yes.
I had a chicken nugget.
And then we actually bought 30 nuggets after that.
We did. Chicken nugget.
We did. Okay,
So I had like 28 of them.
so what we have to strive is not for something that gives you pleasure for the moment, but something that keeps you happy for a long time. Like what could be something that keeps you happy for a long time? Yeah.
Root beer.
Beer is not something that keeps you happy for a long time.
My own room.
Not for a long time. You'll get bored.
Ah.
Something that keeps you happy for a long time. So like me, right? I want a bed. That's gonna make me happy because I'm like my bed and I'm over my bed. People like my bed and I'm over my bed. Something that's gonna make me happy for a long time is if I can actually work on my health and lose weight, not to be skinny, but just to be healthy. That's gonna keep me happy for a long time because I'm gonna be healthy. I won't have to be like sweating when I'm going up the stairs with this guy in my hands. Yeah.
Love on the Most High, because if I have no love on the Most High, He gives me stuff.
Right? Anybody else? Yes.
Money.
Huh?
Money.
Money is going to make you happy only for a little because money runs out.
I know.
And you buy things and you get bored of them.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
So we're talking about. Okay, so I'm not saying to not want things, but you gotta aim for to be happy with what you got. So like, best example I can think of is Kazakh. Kazakh has the BMW, the iPhone 1500,
A movable
the
bed.
Android this, the movable bed,
The
and
pool.
the chair that does this, and the what?
The pool.
The pool.
Yeah.
Kazakh has everything, right? Has he ever asked for any of this?
No.
No.
Do you think he's working extra for this?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. He's not working extra. He's not doing more than anyone else to get what they want. You know what it is with him? He says, I don't got a car. I'm walking here. Oh yeah, I like BMWs. Let me go ahead and apply for that. And I'm like, no, why? You don't have money, you don't have credit, it ain't gonna happen. I don't believe that's gonna happen. He's like, let's just go for it. Guess what? Approved. Horrible credit, approved. He's like, well, he's like, oh, so you know we can do it. He's like, all right, no problem. Leaves, comes back the next day, so someone else. I'm gonna apply for, he left BMW, he's gonna apply for one. He got it. Was he gonna be bummed out that he didn't get it? Hell no. He had a car, he had no car for 3 months. He shared it with me. My little tiny car, that was him. He was not upset, he was not complaining, he was not like, this is, bro, I don't belong in this piece of nothing, and this is not my style. No, he was riding my little Mazda like nothing. He was about to put rims on it too, like, he was working it. The little house we had, that me and him had, what you guys remember?
He loves that house.
It was small. We came from a 6-bedroom house.
Yeah, I felt the same
With
way.
a large kitchen and all this stuff, and then we moved all of you guys to a tiny room, and me and him are in a closet with his stuff is just bursting out.
Oh, you mean that?
Was he complaining? Nope. He's like, this is good. It looks good. It's comfy. The kids are comfortable. We're good.
I hated that.
You hated that.
I hated it because
It was small.
I was so used to other things.
Right. But he was not. We went from the biggest house to the small one. When I met him, he was living in a huge house. Huge. All by himself. Then we lost the house. We ended up in my basement. Basement. You know what that is? A room. On the bottom floor.
I don't want to.
He never complained. That's what you want to aim for. You want to aim for being happy with however you are. If you don't have the money for this, if you don't have the body that you want, if you don't have the stuff that you want, be happy and then try to get it. And if you can get it, good. If you cannot, then let's try to get something else. Because that doesn't sit around and wait for it to come by. If you want something, you try to get it. Y'all get what I'm saying? So the Most High has given every person exactly what you need. Everybody has what you need, even grown-ups. We have what we need. The ultimate desire is not for us to find blessings in possessions we own, but instead of what we have in the Most High. Paul, who we just read about, he's an excellent example of this because of what he said. Let's read something else about him. Oh, we read that part. He said, what was the part that Paul said that you guys remember? I can't hear it, nobody.
I can do all things through Christ.
Before that?
We just had to be a base and
About, yeah? What does you just mean what?
high and low.
You know how to be high and low, yeah?
He knows how to be full and how to be hungry.
Yeah, good. So that's how the Most High is telling us be like Paul. So Paul is a really good example of who we want to be like. He's actually a really cool person. That's why I want you guys to read about him. Because when you read him, he's very down to earth. He's not like, oh yeah, I'm not hungry. He's like, I am hungry and I want that food, but I know better. He talks like that. Okay, so earlier in this chapter, Paul expresses the value of knowing the Most High and the joy of imitating the Most High, Christ. And then we come to this part where Paul reminds us to be content in Christ. Paul doesn't talk about the things he has, and he doesn't talk about the things he doesn't have. Instead, he tells us that in every situation he has learned to be content. So let's talk about that part. What are some things that you, in a situation you're in, that you're not really happy about, but you gotta be content. Aria, pay attention.
Virginia.
So you're not happy about Virginia, about moving, but you're gonna be content with it. How? So you're gonna like maybe start complaining about it and just you might say that we're moving. Someone else?
Not going to Virginia.
Not going to Virginia. Yeah.
Not going to Colorado.
Not going to Colorado to the mom, right? What?
Not going to see my mom.
Mom. So that's the situation you guys gotta deal with because right now, at this point, that's what we gotta deal with, right? So we gotta be okay with it, right?
I have losing my best friends.
Losing your best friends, that's a really hard one too. This whole Virginia thing is gonna be a big thing for all of you. It's gonna teach you guys a lot of things too. Sisters, wanna share something you're not content with? Situation?
Well, my house is like kind of small right now because we have a lot of stuff in it, so I wish I kind of had a bigger place, but I got to deal with it, so it's what it is.
Right? You gotta be content with the situation because you're gonna have a little baby in there.
Yeah.
I understand, Abelaya?
Yes, my husband has this dog that I really don't like. But because it's his dog, I have to just be content with the fact that, that's his pet and he wants it.
Yep.
Even though I don't like it.
Allison?
About the same as Masanaya. I want a house.
You want a house. You have a family in a house.
I only
Something I'm not content with.
I only have 4 bucks and I'm just
You have to wait till I point at you to talk, okay? I don't know. I'm learning to be content with a lot of things. So,
Like, what do you?
my room I'm finding my room because I came out of a garage which invested with everything, so I'm not complaining about my room. Maybe the space is small because I'm trying to jam me into my one in there, but I'm content with it because I just came out of something really bad. I'm not content with my body because my health, I don't eat right, so I'm gaining weight, and then I don't like how my cute dresses look on me because they're cute, but I don't think I look cute. So that's one thing. How am I content with it? Now I'm not gonna sit on my butt and be like, I'm just big. But I'm kind of like, I stop complaining about how big I am, and I'm just changing how I eat to change the things that I don't like. Now, if you can change the things that you're right now, like, somebody could be like, you know what, the dog gotta go. She'll do it, but she can't. If she can get another house, she probably can. She has to work on it. She has to work on it. They gotta figure out how we're gonna move the finances to get a bigger house. How we're gonna do this to get a bigger house. Work on it. Be content, but work on the things you don't like. Right? Nothing you can do about the Virginia trip. Nothing. What you can do is just get excited for it, for something, a change. We're gonna be by the beach. We're gonna, I don't know, find something positive. That's the only way you can
I mean,
do
it's
that.
a really nice place, but like, there's also bad things about it.
Like every place. Houston is trash to me, but we've been here for 8 years. 10, sorry. I'm not saying 8 years, that's 10. Yeah, true. What should I say? 12.
12 years, yeah.
Okay, so let's keep going on. Regardless of your situation, you should always find contentment in the Most High. Because guess who put you here? In a situation.
what's that?
But the Most High made it to where let's move to Virginia. The idea was put by somehow. You might be tempted to compare what others have, what others have. Oh, I'm glad I'm going. I'm mad I'm not going. Like, you see how that works?
Oh, yeah.
Like me, sometimes I wish I had a smaller house. They want a bigger house. A big house is a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I just want a 2-bedroom.
It don't matter if you have, it don't matter, it's still more work. And when you get kids, it's even more because these guys, they just like to make messes. When you find yourself comparing something you have to what someone else has, you are no longer content with the blessings the Most High gave you. So you might be saying, oh, I don't like my house, but guess what? You have a house. You have a nice house. What? Why?
Thanks.
You might not have the phone you want, but you have a phone. I mean, Malak is how old?
6.
And you have a phone.
He lost.
I couldn't even.
But yeah.
I couldn't even have a beeper like I tell everybody. A pager. When I was 14 when I asked for one. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I couldn't even get a box that rings so I can run to a payphone and call my mom. I couldn't even get that. Or you guys have iPhones, Androids, whatever. It's phones. It's smartphones. Laptops,
Alexa,
rings,
Apple
Apple Watches, Alexas, all of that.
Apple phone?
Be happy with what you got. The Most High is giving you what you need. In fact, you're essentially saying, Most High, why did you give me this? I need it. That's basically what you're saying. Like, excuse me, why don't I have that phone? That's what you're saying. Kind of like what you're saying, why did you give me this ear?
Well,
So
if you put it like that,
that's what it is. Kind of like, because God says, if Christ says, hey, Matanaya, wash my feet, you're going to be like, you ain't God. Yeah, I'm pretty close to God. When your husband tells you to do something, we be like, well, you're not Christ. He says it's like you're doing it to the Most High. So that's what it is. The Most High is to put you in that situation where you'll be like, excuse me, why do I not have that phone? Why am I? You're asking him, the maker of everything, knocking on the door talking about, I'm not happy with my little decision. He's gonna be like, well, but you have your legs and you got all your toes and you got hands.
Your shoes?
And you got a mom and a dad and you got an extra mom just to add another one.
Granny?
You know what I mean? Like you have all these things. He's gonna say that. How are you gonna feel if he says that?
I'm gonna be like, well, dang.
Never mind my phone. I'll take my parents. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this on the parenting. It's hard to not have both parents. I had both of them. I was blessed to have both my parents. Not everybody has. It's not the same to grow up with only one parent. I can guarantee you. Anyone who was grow up with only one, it's different. Having both parents is always a blessing, and I feel completely blessed. I have both my parents. They stick together. They love each other. They love us. It's different. I can't complain about how beautiful they are towards me because I've had them. They raised me with a lot of love. Even though they hate me right now, probably. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so how do you fight off the temptation to compare yourself to others? Anybody?
Positive.
Positive, negative.
I look at all the things that the Most High has
Right. So has anybody done that? Look at the things you have. So like, let's say, you have your own room?
Yep, we do.
Kind of you do because no one lives in, let's say you have your own room because no one lives in Laura's room. Maybe you guys want her room, but she's like, I'm there by myself. No one to talk to, no one to share with. You two share rooms, and you're like, I don't want to get away from her, I want my own room. We got each other.
I already know that if I get my own room, I'm gonna want to hang out with 5 different
Yeah, of course you are. I need you guys to be, hey, relax with that. Settle down, please. I need to teach a class, so you need to listen, okay? So, how do you do this? You ask the Most High to give you strength to overcome the desire to compare yourselves. Literally. Oh, I wish I had her butt. You know what, Most High? I'm sorry. You gave me this butt. I know it's not there, but please just help me not compare myself to anybody. Say what?
What's that one on a spiritual level?
No, I'm talking about everything, physically. Or, this sister is very outgoing with everybody, and I'm just the one that doesn't know how to talk. Like, damn, I wish I was like her. Okay, so if I want to be like her, I'm either going to step up and be like, hey, I want to start talking too, or I'm just going to stay back and be like, I'm just not that person. I'm just not like that. I'm not outgoing. I'm not the one who makes jokes. I'm not going to make bad jokes because I'm not a joke person.
I would love to be like that.
When it says ask the Most High for strength, I'm not being religious here. I'm actually saying, when you say Most High, God, however you want to call the Most High, if you say, hey, I don't want to compare myself to her anymore, please help me. If you say it just like that, he's going to listen. He knows what you're thinking, but if you ask him, he's like, kind of like me, like, hey, mom, well, if you ask me nicely, if you actually voice to the Most High and admit that that's your problem, and you tell them, hey, can you help me with this? I don't want to compare myself to her anymore because at least I have one. Some people don't have butts, they just have torsos and are, you know what I mean? Or they're really like midgets. Or they're like so tall you can't even fit through the door. So when it says ask the Most High for strength, I actually mean that. Like, talk to the Most High. You don't gotta face the east, you don't gotta be in class, you just gotta talk to the Most High. Wherever you are, laying down. Sometimes when I'm dealing with something, I'm in my car and I'm like, all right, that's not how I'm supposed to think. Please get that from me. And I say just like that. And my thoughts, actually, those bad thoughts, completely leave me. Because I asked. Because I really wanted them gone. On verse 13, it's very popular. We all know I can do all things to Christ, right? You've heard it your parents, you've heard it in class, you've heard it everywhere. So you probably know it by heart. So you might see people using this like like a saying.
Like we would use
You
class.
can do all things. It's kind of like you can do it, like just do it, like Nike, right? Best in the world from like sport people, like the sport players. You can do all things, and you know they say all that. They use it as a slogan to get strength, but they don't actually understand what they're. This is not just about winning a race, but it's more like spiritual wise. Learning how to control how you feel about things, being happy with what you actually get. Or maybe you heard it from somebody who's about to face like a difficult test. Like church people, I can do all things. I'm just gonna get this job and I'm gonna get a promotion and I can do all these things, right? This person's this is not talking about giving you strength, this is talking about being content. This is talking about I can be content with what I have. Being satisfied with the things that you have, things you don't have. I'm happy for what I have, and fine, I don't have that, okay, that's fine. So the most I should be enough, and you don't need anything else. And who's living with that attitude? Who thinks I have enough? I don't need anything else.
I have a lot.
You have a lot.
I didn't ask for it, but I'm okay with it. I like it.
Right, you ask for it because that's things you want, but if you don't get them, are you tripping about it? You actually, I can attest to that because you ask me for a lot of things every day, but you don't always get them right away, and you're not like, mom, unless I said, hey, I'm getting it. Yes, Alison.
I can't remember.
So what I ask is, who's living with this attitude of, I'm fine with what I got? Anybody else?
Well, I don't really think that everyone's really fine with it all got. Like, some people may, but I don't really think that everybody's fine with that because we all want something in life, whether it's even like the littlest things like food.
But see, I'm not talking about wanting, I'm talking about not being, how do I say this, not being sad about it or turned down on. I'm just gonna stay in the room and not gonna come out because I don't have this. That's what I'm talking about. Like, everybody wants things, all of us. But more like, you know what, I don't got my own room. I gotta share it with this kid every single day. I'm just gonna make the best out of it. I'll divide the room, put a wall. Contentment. Contentment.
Or like grateful. Like showing gratitude or being grateful for what you have. So even if it is a small house, to be grateful to have a house is better than to be sad that the house is smaller than what you want. Because
Right.
you could be homeless.
Right, so when you focus on the things that you do have, then you think less of what you don't have. And I think that's why when you ask me what I want, because Dad, I do the same thing. He's like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. So he just like come up with something. Here's the Apple Watch. Here's the smart TV that you don't ask for. But if you guys focus on the things that you do have over here, look, then you start thinking about things you want. Now, yes, keep wanting things. Keep wanting to be more and get more things. Everybody wants more things, but don't let it affect you to where you don't want to function anymore. Y'all get it? Y'all get what I'm saying? When you act like what you got is not enough, you're basically telling the Most High that the Most High is not giving you enough. It's kind of like a complaint. It's kind of like you're saying, well, Most High, if I just had that, I would really be happy. Let's say you guys get everything you want right now. The go-kart. You're going to play on the go-kart. You're going to play in this game. You're going to be happy for as long as you're in the game. What about when you get off the game? No, you won't. You haven't been.
No, you won't.
The game is your life. That's it. So now you're making this about the game and not about what Mosaic gives you. What's something you want? You want your own room, right? When you get your own room, is that going to make you happy for a long time? Are you going to really just be yourself in the room and not let this to in? Probably not. You're probably going to open your door and be like, alright guys, what are we doing? They're going to grow up. They're going to grow up and they're going to be less annoying. I can guarantee you that. You're going to want them around. Same thing like the girl just said, when we get our own rooms. She's going to be in hers, she's going to be in her room. This is not going to work. It's going to be two rooms and one's going to be always empty.
I mean,
Whenever you get your iPhone, it's just a phone. I know Android sucks,
It
I
really
can attest to that. But still, it's just a phone. I got the X and there's like an X something else out there.
Excellent.
It's just a phone. Yeah, it's pretty to look at, but it doesn't make me happy anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, I have the iPhone X. That's it. Where's my happiness at? You want a phone. When you get your phone, you didn't even look at it. When you had a phone, remember?
Exactly.
When you had a nice phone, you didn't even look at it. It was always there. It was in the closet, on charge. You've had a phone for a long time.
When you first got a phone, like an iPhone 6. No, that was didn't.
No. If you had it for a long time, you didn't even pay attention to it. Now you're into your phone, but now your phone is a mess. When you get your phone fixed, if that ever happens in this lifetime, you're gonna be like her. I don't see her with my phone. I know she uses it in the room, but your phone is always in your hand because you listen to music or stuff like that, right? You're gonna put the phone down. Right now, you're just like, if I really just had a better phone, you're gonna get the iPhone X20 because by that time it's gonna come out and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, where's your phone? It's upstairs. It's gonna make you happy for a little bit. Whatever you want, Benaya, it's gonna make you happy for a little bit. It's not gonna last long.
Yeah, that made me happy.
So let me continue. The cold, hard truth is that because of your sinful nature, and when I say this, that means like you're thinking materialistic. How come I don't have that? Instead of thinking about the things you do have, it's never gonna be enough. You're never gonna be satisfied. But if you're happy with what you get, and I'm not putting myself on a pedestal, but when I get something, it's like, oh yay, I got an Apple Watch. I never asked for it. I really don't see the use of it. I had an iPad. Remember I had an iPad? And then he got me the iPhone, and I was like, why do we need an iPad and an iPhone and an Apple Watch? I was happy because I was like, cool, I got Apple product, but it was nothing to me. But if you're, so to me it's enough. To me it's enough.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like you're not thankful for it.
Oh no, I am very grateful for it. I use it. I make sure I take care of it. But what I'm saying is like, I was satisfied. You know what I mean? I was satisfied because I wasn't looking for it. When you guys don't look for it, then when you get something, you'll be very surprised. Kind of like you don't expect money from your parents. Does anybody get money from parents every week?
No.
What does Esau call it?
Allowance.
Allowance. You get an allowance? Right. So when you get your money, you're like, oh, okay, here's your money. You grab it, you put it away, right? Right. Okay. But you know your money's coming. Do you get money? Do you get money? So you get money. So if Addison comes and is like, here's 20, what's gonna be your reaction?
She thinks.
You're gonna be like, you want me to buy bread with this? Dinner? What would you say if your mom gives you $20?
Like, what do I need to do? Is this for me? Is it
Right. What about you guys? If out of nowhere, here's 10, here's 10. What do you guys do?
I mean, like you, the real deal, mom.
What would you say? Right, because you don't expect it. So imagine being like that with everything you get. That'd be cool. You're already content that you don't get money. But Naya knows that any money he gets is going to his phone. He wanted a phone like that, he's paying for it. That's how his parents are doing it.
Me? What? So, I didn't ask for it. My mom found it.
Yeah, most of us don't even.
I didn't even ask for it.
Yeah.
Right, but you have that phone. Do you like your phone? Because if you don't like it, she can sell it. I'll have it.
I'll have it.
You know what I mean? Like, you like it, and so you're going with it. You're like, okay, come on, I'll do that. I'll do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can just be happy with what you got right now, when you get something else, you're gonna be like, whoa, cool. Yeah.
I did that with this child. I wasn't, I'm not gonna lie. For like a month, I was upset that I didn't have a sister. I was like, cool. I was bad. But he's cool.
See, but it's kind of like watching the baby too. He knows what he expects from everybody, but when someone else gives him something, he's kind of like, really? You gonna give me that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, think of it that way. Be content with what you got. So when you get something else, or when you get what you want, you're gonna be like, wow, I actually got the shoes, the piercing, Did you actually think I was gonna let you get piercings?
Oh no, I thought that was just like a little.
But I
mind
did,
game.
didn't I? Didn't we drive over there? Were you surprised?
Yeah, it seemed like a simulation though. Like we just trying to play games.
But you didn't surprise.
Play these games. Yeah.
The mascot.
You already can say that I wasn't gonna let you do that. You thought, but surprise, I actually let you do piercings on your ears. Like, let's clarify that on the ears. Okay, so back again to remind you guys, if you compare yourself to what you don't have, you're never gonna be content. Nothing's gonna make you happy. So you gotta be content in what the Most High gives you, because who gives you everything?
Most High does.
Even if it comes out of your mom's hands and dad's, it's the Most High who's giving it. If you don't have a relationship with the Most High, then comparing might be a big struggle in your life. When you know the Most High, you don't compare yourself to no one and to anything. The Most High wants you to know that He can fill that void, because another thing, people that's getting a little older, the teenagers always feel this void inside. I remember I used to feel it when I was a teenager. I don't know if you guys remember the void inside. It's like something's missing always. It's not a boy, it's not the phone, it's not the shoes, it's not, I know I wanted to be rich, because I thought it was going to give me like a women. It's not the rich, but I used to make up a lot. I told you, I used to make up a crazy life, like, oh yeah, we live in this cute neighborhood with a white dog, and the dog is fluffy, and we have this. It didn't make me happy, because I would go home to my really nice house, but it wasn't what I had in my head. I didn't know the Most High though. I didn't know I had to be happy with what I got. I lived really good when I was a kid. At sometimes, because I was poor too. But the times that I was complaining about that, I had a really nice place. So you have to know that void that you're feeling, if you feel that, it's not going to be for anything else. Only the Most High can fill that void. Really, I'm actually telling you that without being a mom or being religious, the Most High is the only thing that's going to fill that void. Nothing else is. Not a man, not the best man in the world, not like the perfect boyfriend, not the perfect husband, not the perfect kids. You want kids, you want 5 kids, not even that's going to do it. You're going to be rich, I'm sorry, you're still going to have that void. People that's rich have voids inside them. You can talk to them, you can ask them. You don't have to live life always trying to measure up to other people. I'm not saying about following up good examples, but I'm talking about wanting to be like, who's the famous YouTuber that has a lot of money and looks good?
Nobody.
They don't look good. But they're famous, right? And you know they get money from YouTube, right?
Yeah, they get a lot.
Maybe they don't look good, but who cares? They got money. Don't you want to be like that?
Yes.
But you're never going to be like that, because why?
It could be.
You're not a YouTuber.
That could be.
But you're not. You're not going to be a YouTuber.
If anyone is your video.
But guess what? She's not going to do it. That's what I'm saying. Guys, pay attention. She's not going to do it. It's not in her heart to do it. She would have done it a long time ago. So you can't compare yourself to other people. So the Most High loves you and thinks that you're really great. With the things you have. Y'all get that? I'm not saying if you're messed up, stay messed up. I'm not saying don't change. I'm saying be happy with who you are, what the Most High gave you. And don't forget, you gotta ask Him to help you find peace and joy and to be content with the things that you get, trusting that if you actually need that, He's gonna get it to you. Y'all believe that? Does anybody believe that? The Most High will give you, if you need it, the Most High will give it to you. Alright, so now we're going to have a couple questions, then we're going to end class. What are some things that you often desire that others have? We talked about that, right? Now think again.
Think what?
Think again. What are some things that others have that you wish you had? Yeah.
I wish I would have a fun band, like it can drive and actually slide down.
Okay. What about you?
I was gonna say candy. We barely get candy.
You wish you had candy? Yeah.
A lot of people have an older brother. I really want one.
You wish you had an older brother?
Yeah.
What's up, Arya?
I wish I was 13.
13?
So I
Oh,
can swim for
you'll get there.
Oh, you don't want to be
You're going to get that.
No, sir.
Don't worry. When was the last time you gave something away that you wanted but knew that you didn't need it?
Wait, say it again.
I want everybody to answer. When was the last time you gave something away that you wanted but you knew you didn't need it? You just wanted it, but you knew you didn't need it.
We gave it to
But then you gave it away. Have you ever done that?
I have 2 things.
What?
One, it was this morning. I was making pancakes and I wanted my pancake, but she didn't have enough, so I gave it to her.
Okay.
And then in my room, we had just made it, and then and then I had to give it away to a brother.
Oh, I thought that was. Yeah.
Oh, you've done that a few times. You've done that a few times.
Yes. He just didn't
Boys, sit down please for a second. Anybody else? No. Right now, I need you guys to listen. Manatazar, listen. Yeah.
The pregnancy pillow you gave me when I gave it to Bree. At
The
time,
pillow.
I didn't need it, and she needed it, and she didn't even use it. I was so mad.
Right. I know you were. Y'all know the pillow I used to sleep on all the time?
Oh yeah.
She gave it away because she didn't need it, but she really wanted it. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I gave it away. I love that pillow, but I gave it to her because I'm like, okay, she's pregnant. I'm not anymore. I guess I give her the pillow. I really wanted it, but I made a sacrifice because that pillow was like my person.
Yeah.
I gave it to her. She did the same thing. Bree didn't use it. Who knows where it is? Knows where it is. Anybody else can think of something that you really wanted but didn't need it and gave it away? Yes, Aria.
At school, I had a piece of candy, so I gave it to someone.
But you didn't eat the candy, right? Okay? Yeah. No, sit down.
In my old house, there was 3 rooms, and one of the brothers was living in it, and then he had his own house, and so I went in the 3rd room, but then somebody else came and needed it, and they took it. Yeah.
Do you have to give your mom up?
Okay.
Twice.
I know that happens. What's up?
I had an iPad. It was cracked. I really liked it, but I didn't use it. I still wanted it, but Taj could have done something better with it. He fixed it up, kept it for himself.
You just wanted it just to know that you have an iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you gave it up? Because
Yeah.
he uses it, right?
Yeah.
That's a good example. Noah, you have something?
iPhone.
You gave up your iPhone?
No, I didn't have an iPhone.
Oh, we're not talking about what you don't have. We're talking about what you have.
What'd you give up?
You little kids wanting iPhones. I can't do it. I
Oh,
can't
he
do
said
it.
it. He said
Okay, next, what?
My dad took my tablet, so I gave up that. So now I
Good
want
choice.
an iPhone.
He has to give it to him. Okay, next question. Pay attention. Do you ever stress out because you don't have the same personality that other people have?
All the time. Every time I cry.
Did you not?
I did. Oh, to my meeting her.
Wait, right here. Okay, so like, what were you talking about?
Like, wait, can you see the question again?
Do you ever stress out because you don't have the personality that other people have?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me an example. You wish someday you could be like her personality?
Yeah.
What?
She talks a lot and lets it go. Wait, what?
So she lets it go. Okay, I see what you're saying. Even though I think you let it go more than she does. But see how what you see in her that's good, she doesn't see it in herself.
Because I fake it.
No. You actually drop it. She kind of stays on it, but she lets it go more than you do. It's different what I'm saying, but you wish you had her personality, right? Okay, who else? Yeah,
Yours.
mine. Oh, wait, why? Why? You have to say why.
Because
You're talking about
you're not emotional.
and you know what? I am.
But
But not
you don't
not
show
with
it to
everybody.
people. I will.
Right, so like you're talking
cry.
about people in the world kind of mess with me and I'm like, whatever, it doesn't touch me.
Yeah.
Okay. Naomi?
Something like Shred.
Why?
Because sometimes she just makes jokes and I think she's like funny.
She's just funny?
She's just funnier than me. Just like,
Okay, what about you?
Right.
Why?
Because I feel like her personality is a lot better than mine.
Okay, so now let me let you guys in. I'm not gonna call you out, Shariah, but I'm gonna let you guys into this. Shariah doesn't always like how she is. And it's funny because this is not the first time that we hear that from her. Remember when the boys used to be here?
Yeah.
Shariah, who's your best friend? Shariah. Why? Because she's very outgoing. She talks about everything. Shariah's not perfect. She has a temper. You guys seen it. She gets attitudes fast. But guess what? She's fun to be around. So, should we all be like Shariah? It would be a boring friendship going on. If all of you talk as much as her, none of you want to save each other. We need quiet ones. We need subtle ones. We need the ones that are not so funny because she gets to make the jokes. You get to laugh. You know what I mean? You get to listen. So, anybody else? You want to be like someone else personality-wise? Yeah.
My dad.
You want to be like your dad?
Because he's smart and
You're smart too. You know that, right?
Yeah, you're smarter.
like he can remember it like
Yeah, you're gonna get like that too. You're a kid, but you're heading the right way. You're gonna be just like him. Like Sia.
You really are.
Sisters, anybody else? Maola, you wanna be like anyone? What?
He goes,
What about that?
Because he's a priest.
You wanna be a priest. You wanna know all the stuff he knows. Okay, Alison.
I can't think of anybody who I just want to be like at the moment as far as personality. But I remember when I was their age, I wanted to be so much like my mom. My mom had the dream job that she always wanted, the dream car. She had a Camaro. She had her like this really nice apartment. Of course, she wants a house, but all her apartments that she's ever been in were really nice. So like she just had that like that perfect life. She was a black woman working next to the judge. Like what, like just the perfect life. So I was just, I want her. I want to be her. And then her personality was just, it's so outgoing. It's kind of like Shariah a little bit, but kind of worse in a Judah version.
Oh yeah, we know how Judah version. What about you, ladies? Personality wise.
Personality wise, I wish I had a personality like in the scripture. Like, because of where he came from, he was very smart, very renowned, he did a lot of bad stuff, like he was killing the Israelites, but he changed, and then he totally did a 160 and really wanted to be just like Yahushua.
Right.
And through his different lives and chapters of his life, he became this amazing individual with a great personality, able to talk to anybody, you know, gain people, like, and then he just had a real true love for Yahushua and the Most High.
Right.
So, and lots of faith.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones too from there. Matanaya, you want something?
So mine's is a combination of a lot of sisters
Oh, yeah.
that's here. So I do wish I had that personality where no one, like I don't care what nobody thinks about me. You know, I'm like, whatever, I don't care, you can say what you want. Being creative, you know, just being able to create things and do things how y'all do, and the counsel that when you guys counsel us, like being able to be that way, those are the things that I definitely will want to take from you guys and be like.
Me too. I kind of wish I was a little more outgoing, but I think I am in a point. I don't know. I guess sometimes I'm too serious.
yeah.
Like I don't have fun. Okay, so often we're not content with what we have, relationships, social status. What are some things that you're not satisfied with in your life right now?
Right now.
Personality wise, anything.
General,
Sharing your room with my two brothers.
you're not happy with that?
Having to go to school with stupid teachers.
You said what?
Having to go to school with stupid teachers.
Stupid teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah? What else?
What's something you're not happy with?
I'm always not actually, happy with my friends at school because, they actually keep worrying stuff that they don't know and actually keep getting some work wrong.
You're eating candy again, huh? Anybody else?
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's when we're not happy though right now, right? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not happy about my phone or my house because it's small and I don't really like it like that.
You wish you had a bigger house.
No, it's not that I want a bigger house. I don't want a bigger house.
You want a better house?
I just want, yeah.
Like a better looking house? I see what you're saying. I've always wanted that when I was a kid, but then I had nice houses too, and then I wanted something else. Like my kids lived in a
Freaking mansion.
model right now, and they're like, I hate this house. Like,
But every time we move out of a house, we're like, that house was good, man.
see what I'm saying? We moved out of the house that they hated. Like, man, that was my favorite. Seriously? I hated the house.
I lived in a house with like full of freaking rats, and then till this day, I'm like, dang, I still wish I was there.
It's the memories
yeah,
of the
the
house.
house.
It's the memories of the house. But no, I agree with you. That's a lot of people. She's not happy with her. She wished she had a house. I wish I had a smaller house.
I did it with my dog.
And roaches.
The rats.
Okay, so do we know how to ask the Most High to help you not be dissatisfied with your life?
Asking.
Okay, so if right now the Most High was right here, how would you ask?
I
Can
try.
I please be happy with my stuff?
That's good.
I would talk to him respectfully. I wouldn't like talk to him as I would talk to myself. I would talk to myself respectfully.
You can talk to him like yourself. The Most High knows how we talk. You don't have to change how you talk to the Most High.
Well, I mean, it's not that because I talk respectfully to adults.
Right,
Like,
right. But what I'm saying is, what would you say?
I would ask him to like fix myself and make me more humble and
Anybody else?
I would like, with respect, I would like no emotions, please. No,
Yeah, a
like,
lot of
this is
women
the
are
real
like that.
thing. Like, I really want no emotions.
What about you? What would you say to the Most High right now? That's gonna get a gold card. Anything? Anyone?
I want a phone that's not shipping off.
If the Most High is right here, that's what you would tell him? You want a phone?
You have a good phone, Mom.
I want a bigger
If
phone.
listen, if the Most High is standing right here, you will ask him for a phone? Really? This is the Most High. Who would you ask for?
For a bed.
Huh?
For a new bed.
For new. Okay. Then I gave. Anybody who gets it?
I would ask for another tablet.
What you said, you will like Most High, please make me happy with everything. That's one thing that I will ask. Most High, please make me happy with everything I do. Please don't make me get emotional when I don't go my way. Please,
Yeah, that.
make me not be emotional when I didn't get stuff that I wanted. Most High, please make me be happy with not having my own room. I will not ask for things. This is right here.
And he laughs. He's so funny.
All right, guys. Anybody want anything to say? We're gonna close class.
No.
Anybody want to add?
I like Naomi's what she asked for. I think I'll ask for the same thing too.
Yeah. I think a lot of us would do the same thing.
Help me like my life.
Heal your life. Just take me with you.
Yeah.
I'm done right here. All right, guys. We're gonna say shalom to everybody.
Shalom.